I grew up with an educator, and pretty much my summers she did a lot of experiments to keep us entertained, and then later I found out that a lot of those experiments have the science foundation, science background. She would do candles, she would do stabbing a potato with a straw. I mean, of course, you know, it was my brother and myself growing up, so she would do a lot of things to entertain us, so we didn't tear up a lot of things. And when I got into school, I realized that in middle school and in high school, you have some educators that were fabulous, and they made it really engaging and really brought out science in everybody. And then you had some educators that were, here's the list of 100 vocabulary words, define your vocabulary words. That's what you're doing today. And then I realized that in the United States, a lot of people do not graduate with science or math backgrounds, and I think part of that problem is because of the engagement piece and showing how great science can be and how science is related into almost everything. Almost, I mean everything. But so I thought that it was a great profession to get into, to be able to encourage that in students. And they call me a nerd, which is, I agree, but you know, I bring everything that I see out in the community of science back to the school. So the other day I think that one of my friends was getting granite countertops and installed in her house, and the counter did not fit it was like off by a point of an angle. He didn't measure it correctly. So the entire slab of granite had to go away. Like, it was waste pretty much, unless they could find it where it fit something else. And so he hauled this thing, him and his, you know, his partner, and that piece of granite, you know, I know was very heavy. So he brought it in and it didn't fit, so then they have to haul it back and get it cut again and things like that. And I was like, you know, I really am sorry about this. I hate that this happened to y'all, but can I take pictures? Right. Yeah. So I was taking pictures of it, you know, and how it relates to science and math, because I'm also math certified. And so I brought it up and I was showing it, and I was like, here's the warm-up today of how this applies to real life. They were really interested in it, and they said, you're such a nerd, Miss Beck. I was like, yes, yes I am. So, and then they start, when I model that for them, they'll start bringing things in, or they'll start sending me emails and pictures of, like, I just got one of a girl, when it was raining this past weekend, she had like a little rill in her yard, which is something we're talking about with weathering and erosion. So she took a picture of it to send to me. She's like, look what's happening in my backyard. So it's like, nerd to nerd, we're talking about science. Oh.